A very good afternoon and welcome to the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University as the Buffaloes get set to host their season finale against St. Edwards. As the Buffaloes get set for this matchup with the Hilltoppers to come in for the final home matchup of 2023. While the Hilltoppers are eliminated from postseason competition, the Buffs can clinch the number 2 seed with a draw or a win this afternoon. The Buffs and Hilltoppers started their series in 1998 with WT winning 15 of 25 total meetings coming into the 2023 season. In the spring of 2020, St. Edwards disbanded its men's soccer program before bringing it back this past summer. Earlier this season, the two teams played to a 1-1 draw in a non-conference game down in Austin. The Hilltoppers come to Canyon winless on the season with a 0-10-5 record and 0-5-3 mark overall in LSC. For the Hilltoppers, Carlos Huato and Jeffrey Volgelo are the players with multiple goals for St. Edwards, both of which have 2. On the season, 9 players have combined for 11 goals. In goal for today for the Hilltoppers will be Kaleo Francis, as he will start out in today's contest. He, along with Kellen Gullion, share goalkeeping duties, but today's starter will be Kaleo Francis in this one. For the Buffaloes, hosting the number 2 ranked team in the country, Midwestern State, last week, the Buffs battled through the first half. After trailing by a goal, the Mustangs netted their first goal in the 20th minute before Mateo Landis tied it up on a penalty kick. A minute later, Elijah Daune gave WT the lead after a pass from Sam Scarth. With less than a minute and a half before halftime, Midwestern State tied the game in the second half. Mustangs struck quickly to take the lead before adding an insurance goal in the 60th minute, and they won that one 4-2. As we get set for this one today, a couple of things of note. Midwestern, of course, has outright won the LSC. The Buffs sit number 2 with a record of 7-4-4, 4-2-2 in LSC play. They have 14 points. With that win or tie, then they have it outright. St. Mary's is tied for third, along with Oklahoma Christian, both with 11 points in this one today. As you take a look at the regional standings, WT sits number 6 in the region. Midwestern, of course, is number 1 overall. Then Fort Lewis, CSU Pueblo, Colorado Mesa, St. Mary's, then WT, and then followed by UC Colorado Springs and Westminster. In the Super 4 region, Cal Poly Pomona, Cal State Monterey Bay, Cal State LA, and Chico State. All 4 California teams sit atop the Super 4 regional selections. Then Chico, Colorado Mesa, CSU Pueblo, then Midwestern State comes into that one as far as the Super region is concerned. For today, our game time temp is 60 degrees on a beautiful cloudless late afternoon, early evening, wind out of the southwest at 15. Hilltoppers come into this one as they are in their road white uniforms with black numerals. Get set for this one. Their starting lineup looks this way. Kaleo Francis will be in goal, a 6'1 freshman from Austin. Donovan McCarty, 5'10 sophomore, will start up front. Martin Tellez, a 5'7 graduate student, will be one of those in the middle. Jomar Reyes, a 5'7 junior from San Antonio, will also be up front. Leo Pedroza, a 6' freshman from Austin, will be one of the wings as well. Todd Fuller, a 5'10 graduate student from Frisco, will be one of the ones up front as well. Irvin Arbacu, a 6'2 junior from Del Valle, Texas, and Dean Rogenbauer, a 5'11 freshman from Austin, will be along the MAC. Jason Lyons, a 6'3 graduate student, will be one of the cornerbacks. And Tim Hollenbach, a 6'2 freshman from Hutto, will be in the back. And then also joining them will be Carlos Hueto, a 6-foot junior from Houston. For the Buffaloes, starting today, Asaph Cristal will be in goal, the 6-foot sophomore from Tel Aviv. Daniel Burton and Theo Bennett. Burton, the junior from San Clemente in Jersey, and Theo Bennett, 6'1 junior from Cheshire. He manned the back row. Mateo Landis will be one of those up front. The 6-foot sophomore from Vitré, France. Sam Scarth, 5'11 senior from Liverpool, England. Keaton Hartman, 6-foot junior from Hobbs, New Mexico. Venancio Calderon, 5'4 sophomore from El Paso, will be up front. Along the back will be Elij Dioune, 6-foot junior from Montreal, Quebec. Dylan Watson, a 6-foot sophomore from Flower Mound. DeJounte Davis, a 5'9 freshman from Prosper, Texas. We'll be back after this on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Bucks!
Well, welcome back to the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M. This is Senior Day. Those seniors being recognized today include Brian Martinez, the 6-foot senior from Houston, Texas, along with Sam Scarth, 5'11 senior from Liverpool, England. Also, those are the two seniors to be recognized by the faithful here today as they get set for this matchup. Again, the Buffaloes will be going from left to right. They will be in their home black uniforms with maroon trim, white numerals, as Asaph Cristal will be in his green goalie's uniform. And for St. Edwards, they will be in their road white with black numbers, and their goalie will be in the gold uniform for this one today. And again, important matchup for the Buffs. Again, they are trying to take care of finishing second in the Lone Star Conference, which gives them the automatic bye to the second round of the playoffs, which will be held in Wichita Falls. So the Buffaloes would like very much for that to occur for them today. And again, St. Edwards looking for their first win of the season as they come into this one. And so, indeed, this should be a good matchup today. Officials say they're ready. Buffaloes say they're ready. And the Buffaloes will put this in play to get this started. And here's a huge kick right away into this wind, again, out of the southwest, or I should say with the wind, out of the southwest. At about 15, quick foul called on the Buffaloes. And before that, the official said, well, we're not going that quick. And so he's telling St. Edwards to put it back in play once again. And it goes to the back line. And that's going to be kicked up ahead, taken away by Daniel Burton, who gets it over to Gabriel Navarez, 5'10 sophomore from Gainesville. Now we go to the back line, and Asaph Cristal will control it. He comes over to Burton's. Burton's will try to feed it up along the near sideline, but that goes out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for St. Edwards. Todd Fuller, graduate student from Frisco, will put this one in play. Sends it to the midline. Now they'll go to the back line. Here's a lob up on the near side, trying to get it up to Martin Tellis. Martin. trying to control that. So it gets away, and the Buffaloes have it. Buffaloes will go to the back line, over to Sam Scarth. Scarth to Calderon, over on the near side to Keaton Hartman. Hartman will go back to Burton. Burton will dribble up through traffic, kicks it over to Calderon, who goes to Theo Bennett's. Bennett's goes back to Issoff Cristal. And he'll lob this one up to the midline. That's going to be headed back by St. Edwards, but it'll go right back to Cristal in goal. He'll roll it out to Daniel Burton. Taken away by St. Edwards. Here's a pass taken back away by the Buffaloes. They're going to lob it up on the near side to Hartman. Keaton controls it. Looks to Davis. Now we'll go behind his back. Takes it across the midline over to Illich. Diaune.
That's what I was trying to say.
Goes back to Bennett's.
But he looks better now.
Theo comes over to Daniel Burton.
It was like we were falling apart.
Burton will bring this up in the middle.
But he's got it now. We're good.
Here's a pass over on the left side. Landis tries to drive it over to Illich. Illich takes it in the middle. Tripped up, lost the ball. Martin has it. He'll drive it toward the corner, and picking that up is the goalie, Kaleo Francis. So Kaleo will put this in play. That's knocked away from Todd Fuller. So Fuller will throw this one in. And it's going to be whistled because he came way up the line. So the official's saying, hey, move back. Time taken.
Camera 1, camera 2, go. Are they talking trash?
So we got Daniel Burton and the referee having a conversation. Everybody's on the same page now, so we'll go ahead and put this in play. Again, these two teams played non-conference game early this season. Settled for a 1-1 draw between the two. Buffs now attack over to Calderon. His shot's knocked away. Calderon goes through traffic. Again, has it taken away. Trying to drive it over on the near side is Tellez. That one's knocked out of bounds by Keaton Hartman. So it'll be a throw-in for Fuller. Fuller, these guys played September 27th and went for a 1-1 tie in that one. So this is lobbed in. Kicked away by Sam Scarth way up the field. That's going to be controlled by Jason Lyons. Jason comes to the near side to Abarku. Abarku to Fuller. Has it taken away by Calderon. Now taken back away by Tellez Martin. Has it taken back. Calderon trying to go through traffic. A lot of contact, no call. Scarth has it. Goes over to Illich. Daune. Scarth back to Illich. He'll go to Bennett, over to Burton. Burton feeds it up ahead to Devontae Davis. DeJounte has it knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say that's a St. Edwards throw-in. Again, Fuller tries to advance it way up the field, and the official sends him back. He has it taken away by WT. Trying to drive it up is Dylan Watson. There's a lob way over on the far side of the pitch to Daune. Illich will bring it back. There's a shot that's going to be gobbled up. by Francis, who will get it out once again to Irvin Abaraku.
So that distance you are zoomed in right now is good. The opposite side of the field.
Abaraku controls it. Tries to send it up on the near side. White taken away by Keaton Hartman. Then we got a whistle. I think they called off sides on Gabriel Navarez as he was ahead of the defense when the Buffs took that away. So it'll be a free kick. So they'll go back to their goalie, Francis, who will put this in play across the way. He'll send it. Far side of the pitch. Taken away by the Buffaloes once again. Scarth. It's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for WT. In it comes. Watson has it knocked away. Another throw-in for WT. Played 7 minutes, no score early in this one. Lights are on, but again, it's a sun-splashed late afternoon contest here at the pitch. Of course, this got underway a little bit earlier than anticipated. This was going to be a 7 o'clock start, but because of the weather here earlier in the week, they decided to move it up an hour. In it comes for St. Edwards. Hilltoppers get it back to Irvin Abaraku. Tries to feed it up ahead, but it's taken away by Sam Scarth. Goes to Calderon. Calderon, but Hartman. Now back to Bennett, to Burton. Or to Bennett's. Theo comes back to Burton. Back to Bennett's. Theo will feed it up ahead to Watson. Dillon sends it back to Scarth. Puts his foot into it. Trying to get it up ahead. And there's a shot that's going to be in for a goal. What a nice feed from Sam Scarth as he got that up right to the right spot where Gabriel Navarez was able to take that with his foot, knock it down, get around the goalie, and find the back of the net for the Buffaloes to take the early 1-0 lead. That comes at 36-33 left to play here in this first half. So not quite the 10-minute mark, about 9:27. As Gabriel Navarez gives the Buffs the early lead. Credit Sam Scarth with that pass. So in it comes. St. Edwards has it. Get it up the field quickly to Tellis. Martin passes it up ahead. Daniel Burton's with the presence, able to take that one away, but taken right back away. Then Burton's takes it back away, and now we got a foul called. And that's probably going to go on Daniel Burton. And that came from his earlier conversation with the official. Burton is still having a conversation, is the head referee. He's not stepping this off. He's just kind of guiding where he wants the WT players to be. Usually referees step this off, but this particular one is not. So the ball put in play toward the middle. It's going to be headed out, knocked away by WT. And they'll feed it across the pitch to Scarth. Scarth back over on the far side trying to get it up, but it's going to be taken away by St. Edwards, and so that goes back to the goalie. So St. Edwards controls it at the midline. Buffs take it away. Here's a pass up ahead, and Francis comes up with it, sends it out on the near side. So he will find Abaku. Abaku will look for Fuller. Now we'll go back to the goalie, Francis. Now they work it to the far side of the pitch, and that's Jason Lyons. He'll feed it up ahead, trying to get it up to Donovan McCarthy. But the Buffs take that away. Bennett's to Elidge. Diune passes it toward the middle. St. Edwards comes away with it. They have it now in the middle at the box level, taken away by Elidge. Still a scramble. Nice dribbling in the box for St. Edwards. Buffs knock it back to the far side of the pitch. Scramble in the corner. And that's going to be a corner kick for St. Edwards. So the Hilltoppers will get a chance here on the corner kick. As going over to get ready to put this in play will be Leo Pedrozo, a 6-foot freshman from Austin. Again, this program just came back this summer, so a lot of freshmen on this staff. In fact, a good measure of freshmen. Here's another shot that Asaf Kristal will come up with. Kristal looks to put it in play now, tells everybody to make their way up as he's going to come up and kick this one. Lobs it up ahead. It's going to be headed back by St. Edwards, and then the Buffs will send this one high in the air, scramble for it. Trying to control that is Navarez. Pass toward the middle, and there's going to be a trip called on Calderon. Dean Rogan Bowers, the one that hits the turf. He's slow to get up, but he's fine. Come over to the near side. Backline controls it for the Hilltoppers. Fuller picked up in the corner, goes down on the near sideline, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. So Keaton Hardwin will put this one in play. Harton lobs this one up ahead. It's going to be headed out, then headed back by WT. Fuller lobs this one in. Goes to the back line. Controlling it, Jason Lyons goes over to the far side of the pitch. It's kicked up ahead by Tim Hollenbeck. Toward the middle, Buffaloes drive this one away. Controlled by Jamar Reyes, then taken away by the Buffs. Now quickly over toward the middle. There's a nice pass up ahead. Oh, they're calling offsides on the Buffaloes. Man, that looked like a beautiful pass up on the far side, trying to get that up to Dylan Watson. And they're going to flag Watson with the offsides penalty. So St. Edwards will put this one in play. Pass to the back line once again. Irvin Barkut comes over to Fuller. Over across the way. Pass in the middle is taken away by the Buffs. They'll go back to Asaf Kristal, who will put it back in play to Theo Bennett. Bennett will drive this one up, way up, over the defensive line, back line, and so that goes out of bounds. Will be a throw-in for The Hilltoppers played 15 minutes. The Buffs lead this one 1-0 thanks to a beautiful goal by Gabriel Navarez. 5'10" sophomore from Gainesville. Fuller has it on the inbounds, takes it to the back line. Back up to Fuller, pressure on him. Buffs trying to take it away. Almost do, Martin. Mateo Landis almost with that theft. Buffs take it back. Bennett's. This one's drilled up ahead, trying to get it to Mateo. He has it, dribbling around. Looks to set it up. Goes down in the left corner and still controls it toward the goal, but got knocked away. Buffs put pressure on the ball. Backline controls it again for the Hilltoppers. Trying to drive this up as Reyes comes over on the near side. Very tight pressure from Gabriel Navarez. They swing it around to the far side of the pitch, go toward the middle. Buffs knock that one away and control it. Calderon goes back to Bennett's. Bennett's will go over to Elich. Elich will go back to Cristal in goal. Asoff. Drive this one up. Scramble at the midline. Ball taken away by the Hilltoppers. Along the far sideline. That one's going to be knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for St. Edwards. So a couple of subs coming in for the Buffaloes will be Beck Adams, 6'2" sophomore from McKinney, as he makes his way onto the pitch. And coming in for St. Edwards will be Bartek Zabek, 5'11" freshman from Frisco. He comes in for Leo Pedroso. And Beck will give Gabriel Navarez a breather. So a throw in for the Hilltoppers. It gets that to put this in play. It's going to be lobbed to the back line by Hollenbeck. He'll find it over to Fuller. Fuller comes away across, but Devontae takes that one away. Gets it up to Scarth. Sam got tripped up. Nice tackle on that play by the Hilltoppers. They take it back the other way. Pressure applied by the Buffaloes. They go back to the goalie. Comes across the pitch over to the near side. Pressure on the ball once again by the Buffaloes. Fuller drives it over toward the middle. Reyes has it back to Fuller. Fuller looks and finds Zabek. Zabek passes that up ahead. Cristal knocks that back. Quickly gets back in goal as the Buffaloes try to control that. Diune kicks it out of bounds to allow the defense to regroup, and so it'll be a throw-in for St. Edwards. So getting set to put this in play once again for the Hilltoppers will be Tim Hollenbeck, 6'2" freshman from Hutto. Gets it in to Reyes. He's doubled up. Turns the corner, goes down deep in the corner. Pressure there. He tries to pass it toward the middle. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick for the Buffaloes. So Asoff Cristal will put this one in play. So Cristal ready to go. Drives this one up to the midline. Controlled and knocked out by the Buffaloes. So a throw in for the Hilltoppers. The Buffaloes knock this one away. And they'll go to Cristal in goal. Cristal will boot this one away. Goes up toward the middle. Beck has it. Adams gets it to Davis. Oh, there's Hartman throw down. No call on the foul. Driving it the other way is Beck. His shot is knocked down by Asav Kristall. Kristall controls it. Kristall drives this one over the midline. It's going to be headed out and bounds by the Hilltoppers, so the Buffs will throw it in. Hartman will get it into Davis. Davis over to Calderon. Goes back to Davis. Davis dribbles back to Hartman. Keaton goes across to Bennett. Bennett to Diune. Diune lobs this one up ahead, trying to get it to Beck Adams. Buffalo's control. Here's a shot that's going to be run down by the goalie as Kaleo Francis lays out to pull that one in. Gets it out quickly to Jason Lyons. Lyons will feed it up over to Reyes. Goes back in goal. Back there. Oh, there's a bad pass trying to get it back to Barku. Barku gets it back to the goalie. That's going to be tipped out to Reyes. He has to get it up quickly. Trying to get away from the pressure the Buffs are applying. Kicks it over on the far side of the pitch. Driving it is Hollenbeck. Goes toward the middle, and that one's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for the goalie. Subs coming in. So sub for St. Edwards, Matthew Devaney. So Devaney comes in for Dean Rogrenbauer.
For the Hilltoppers, number 22, Matthew Devaney.
So Daniel Burtons controls it. Kicks it over on the near side to Hartman. Hartman feeds it up in the middle to Beck Adams. There's Calderon, puts his foot into it over to the far side of the pitch to Watson. Dillon takes it in the corner, gets around to the defender, now sprints toward the goal, tries to kick it back to the middle. It's going to be knocked away by the goalie as Francis comes up with it. Francis will get it out. As he drives this one deep. A couple players go down, no call on the play. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Got a little confrontation. So they're going to call a foul. That's going to be on Diune, although he was the one on the ground. So free kick for St. Edwards. Reyes will put this one in play. Instead, they'll go to Bartek Zabek, 5'11" freshman from Frisco, will put his foot into it. 21:15 left to play in this first half. Buffs lead it 1-0. Referee says we're ready for play. Ball's put in play, headed out by the Buffaloes. And that one, scramble, take it to the midline. Pass over on the right side from Fuller's, knocked back, trying to get it up to Calderon. Calderon will run this one down. Turn it back toward the middle, lob it up toward Watson. Watson will drive it up in the corner. Comes back toward the middle. His shot is high. Wanted to go right corner on the goal, but just too much oomph on the kick, and it went sailing over. So it'll be a goal kick for St. Edwards. Cleo Francis will put this in play. Sends it back to Irvin Barku. Barku's left foot drives it across the midline, way up ahead. Now kicks Martin Tellez, and taken away by Daniel Burtons. Burtons will bring it back, kicks it in the middle to Scarth. Sam drives this one up, but it's knocked away by Edwards at the midline. Right in the center, there's a pass up ahead to Devaney. That's taken away by Hartman. Hartman feeds it up to Beck. Adams back to Hartman. Tries to lob it up ahead to Davis. And that one's going to be kicked out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in. And the official getting some questioning from Butch Laufer on that one, and for good reason. It went off of the St. Edwards player, but he pointed the other way. Pass up ahead. Davis takes it toward the middle, now feeds it over on the right side to Adams. Adams driving it toward the middle, comes across the goal, and that one is taken down by Francis. Nice job by Kaleo. He lays out to pull that one in. 19-10 left to play in this first half. Buffs lead it 1-0. Backline controls it for St. Ed's. Feed it up over on the far side with it. Taken away by the Buffs. Landis goes back to Scarth. Scarth goes back to Theo Bennett. Bennett or to Burton. Burton will dribble this one up to Davis. Davis back to Hartman. Hartman goes back to the middle. It's around the defender. Looks. He's tripped up, and there's a foul called. And that's going to be on St. Edwards. Scarth puts that one in play. Goes way over to the far side of the pitch. Trying to control it is Landis. Knocked away. Throw in for the Buffaloes. Back to the midline. Burton is there. Burton will drive it up toward the right side to Davis. DeJounte will go to the right side. Kicks it. Nope. Now sends it to the middle. Knocked away by St. Ed's. Up ahead, trying to run that one down is Zybeck. Scarth puts his shot into it. That's going to be kicked back by St. Edwards. And that's going to go out of bounds. And Scarth will throw this one in. Gets it to Burton on the back line. Burton goes across the pitch to Bennett's. Bennett's will drive it up. Feeding it up ahead to Diune. That's going to go out of bounds, and so that'll be a throw-in for St. Edwards. 17-15 left to play in this first half. Buffs lead it 1-0. Again, if the Buffs win or tie in this one, then they secure the second spot in the LFC playoffs, which will be at Wichita Falls. So they'll be one of 4 teams that'll be at Wichita Falls. They will be the number 2 seed. Calderon trying to control it, taken away by the Hilltoppers. Down in the corner with it, trying to drive. And that's going to be a foul called on Calderon. Falling down on that one is Bartek Zabek. Zabek gets set to put this one in play. So free kick for the Hilltoppers. Coached by Brian Young. Assistant coaches are Corey Miller and Ryan Bonehart. Of course, the Buffaloes, Butch Laufer in his 33rd year. This one bends up. Kristoff knocks it out. It's free, and it's going to go the back of the net. Kristoff couldn't grab it. And it was knocked out and kicked into the back of the net by the Hilltoppers, and they tie this one up at 1. And Donovan McCarthy gets credit for the goal. As you watch here, it's knocked out and then tipped in by Donovan right there. So that ties it up at 1 apiece. That goal comes at the 28:51 mark. So we're tied at 1. Be a free kick for the Buffaloes. Coming in for the Hilltoppers is Vincent Alvarez, freshman from McAllen, Texas. Vicente Alvarez. Buffs control it. Burton's. Feeds it over to Hartman. Hartman goes back to the middle to Scarth. Scarth Kicks it over to Theo Bennett. Bennett will drive it up. And now Scarth complains and gets a warning from the referee. Thought there was a lot of contact, no call.
On number 11, camera 2, in black. What are you showing right now? Camera 2.
So they go over to Daniel Burton. He'll put it in play after the official stops it because some exchange of pleasantries with Sam Scarth.
Camera 1 ready.
Goes back to Crystal. Esoff will drive this one up ahead, trying to get it to Davis. Going to be headed back. Scarth goes back to Hartman as he hits the deck. Now foul is called on the St. Edward's Hilltoppers as Scarf hits the deck, and Hartman gets set to put this in play. Goes to Burton. Burton drives it up. Feeds it up ahead. Calderon. Calderon has it taken away by the Hilltoppers. They go to the back line. Across the pitch. Hilltoppers send it. Trying to drive it up ahead to Devaney. Devaney has it. Goes back toward the middle, and coming up with that, Cristal grabs it this time. Cristal in a 1-1 contest here with 14 left to play in this first half. Goes to the middle. Landis goes to Diune. Diune drives it up ahead. Hilltoppers control it. Beck comes up, tries to make the theft. Comes across the pitch over the near side. Toward the middle. Controlling it is Zabek. Taken away by Scarth. Scarth goes on the right side to Beck Adams. Beck crosses over in the middle, and that one's going to be tipped in, and that's in goal. Let's see, what do they say? Did he stop it? Oh, he was way back deep in goal, but the referee says he stopped it. So no goal for that one. Good effort by the Buffaloes. Taken away again by Scarth. Goes back to Hartman. Hartman feeds it up ahead, trying to get it to Beck Adams. Adams controls it. Goes over to Davis. Davis toward the middle. Tries to take it behind his back, trying to control it. Still has it. Kicks it over to Beck Adams. Adams drives it. Still drives it in the corner. Comes across. That's going to be knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a corner kick for the Buffaloes. So the Buffs will get the corner kick. So Kelvin Ortega, the 5'6" sophomore from Savannah, Georgia, makes his way onto the pitch, and so too does Rotom Weiss, 5'9" junior from Asa Creek, Israel. Getting set to put this in play for the Buffaloes will be Matt Landis. Drives this one over to across the net. And that's going to go out of bounds, so that'll be a goal kick for St. Ed's. So Francis will put this one in play. $11:57 left to play, just under 12 minutes left in this one. The throw in from St. Ed on the far side of the pitch. Toward the middle. Trying to control it is Matthew Devaney. Back toward the midline. Hilltoppers drive it now back to their defensive line. Come across the pitch over on the near side to Arbaku. He drives it up ahead. Burton's going to come up as that one goes into the box, picked up by Asoff Cristal. Goes out to Burton's. Burton's feeds it up ahead. Landis over on the right side. Finds Weiss. Weiss drives it toward the middle. That one's knocked away by the Hilltoppers. Running it down in the corner. Dylan Watson sends it out. Scarth controls it. Sam feeds it in the middle. The Becks back. Try to get it back over on a give and go. Taken away by the Hilltoppers. Scramble for the ball. Diune has it for the Buffaloes. Goes to the back line. Now they go to Bennett. So we're across the way to Daniel Burton. Burton will drive this one up. Feeds it up on the right side. Goes to Weiss. Weiss dribbles toward the middle. There's a give and go. Back to Weiss. His shot is knocked away by St. Edwards. Taken back away. Scramble for the ball. Burton's going to be called for the foul. So that'll be a throw-in for St. Ed's, or a free kick, I should say, for St. Edwards. Across the way, controlling it. Reyes goes over on the right side. Come across the pitch. It's going to be set up to Fuller. Drives it over to Zabek. Zabek dribbles through traffic. There's a shot that's going to go wide of the goal. Nice effort by Tellis. Martin had a look at it, but it hit the goal and bounced out of bounds. So that'll be a goal kick for WT. Getting set to come in for the Hilltoppers will be Calvosa. Gianfranco from Panama, 5'6" freshman. And also coming in, Joaquin Maude comes in for the Hilltoppers. Beck hits the floor, and it's going to be a free kick for the Buffaloes. Time taken is both Beck and I think going down for the Hilltoppers is Irvin Abarku. So they're calling the trainer over for St. Ed's. Barku slow to get up, and I think he really reacted more to Beck hitting the turf. Beck Adams went down pretty hard. Barku got the call, got the foul, so it'll be a free kick for the Buffaloes. Bennett's over on the sideline getting a drink, he and Sam Scarth, as we have a timeout. I want to say big thanks, of course, to some of our sponsors. We'd like to recognize Mickey's Place as a proud sponsor of WT Athletics, located on the Square in Canyon. Mickey's Place provides a modern twist on traditional Italian cuisine along with non-Italian favorites. And Rayburn Rentals has proudly served the Amarillo area for over 30 years. WT Athletics would like to recognize Rayburn Rentals for their continued support of our athletics. So coming out will be Barku, and going in his place will be Easton Jones, a 6'4" freshman from Austin.
Entering the pitch for the Hilltoppers, number 23, Easton Jones.
So they're going to actually attend to Irvin Barku's knee. It looks like he may have got a cut on his knee. So free kick for the Buffaloes. Sam Scarf will put this in play. Sun beginning to set here at the pitch in Canyon. Official says we're ready. Let's go ahead and start the clock with 8:39 left to play. Scarth gins this one up toward the middle, and it's going to be, just wide of the goal. Man, that was a nice effort for the Buffaloes as they tried to kind of knock that one over to the right corner. So goal kick for Francis as he'll put this one in play. 1-1 our score, 8:15 left to play here in this first half. This one's going to be kicked up to the midline. Controlled by the Buffaloes. Go back to Theo Bennett's. Bennett's. Feed it up ahead. It's going to be headed out by the Hilltoppers. Controlling it is Carlos Hueto. Hueto in a give and go. Try to give it back. Diune takes it back the other way for the Buffaloes. There's a foul. Late call. Diune will get the free kick. Diune put his foot into it. Goes up toward the middle. Going to be headed at by the Buffaloes and trying to get it to Scarth for his shot at the goal, but taken away by the Hilltoppers. They send it up ahead. Scarth knocks it away. Then again knocks it away and out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Hilltoppers. Sub coming back in is Irvin Abarku. Will come back in for the Hilltoppers. And Easton Jones will come out. Ball knocked out of bounds. Will be a throw-in for the Hilltoppers. 6:35 left in this first half. We're tied at 1 between the Buffaloes and the Hilltoppers. Buffaloes scored their goal, the 9:27 mark, as Gabriel Navarez was able to knock that one in. And the Hilltoppers answer back with a nice goal from Donovan McCarthy at 28:51 left to play in this half. This is knocked up to Beck Adams. Goes over to Landis. Feeds it over to Watson. Watson has it knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. So Watson will throw this one in. Diune would now throw it in instead, getting it to Adams. Beck goes back to Diune. He'll go over to Bennett's. Bennett's will dribble up to the midline. Comes across to Burton. Burton has it taken away. Here's a quick push by St. Edwards. Shot is in for a goal. And St. Edwards takes the lead over the Buffaloes. Some sloppy play out toward the midline allowed St. Edwards on the breakaway. And they get a goal by the man that just came in, Zabek, as he is able to drop that one in. Artek Zabek able to drive it in. And that comes at the 39-31 minute. So St. Edwards has their first lead of the match. They lead it 2-1. So we go back and play. 5:25 left to go in this first half. Buffs now trail 2-1. That one is going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Hilltoppers. So the Buffaloes kind of controlling this one early, but they've allowed the Hilltoppers not only back in it, but allow them to take the lead here in this first half. Again, Hilltoppers looking for their first win of the season. Pass across the pitch. Burton almost has it taken away again. Comes over on the near side. Hartman feeds it up to Adams. Beck tries to feed it up ahead, taken away by Fuller. Goes back toward the middle on a give and go. Fuller has it taken back by Rotan Weiss. Goes to Arteaga. To Burton's. Burton will lob this one up ahead. It's going to be headed out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. Keaton Hartman will throw this one in, trying to get it in the corner to Becks. Adams controls it, has it knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. 4 minutes left to play here in this first half. Buffs trail 2-1 to St. Edwards. As Keaton Hartman gets set to put this in play. Buffs overload the far side of the goal. This was hit up high in the air, headed up. And it's free, and it goes in for a goal. That's going to be tipped away by Rotom Weiss, as he's going to get the goal to tie it up with 3:42 left to play. So we'll watch as this one goes to the middle, and Rotom is to head her up, and Rotom just kicks it away from the goalie and knocks it in. And Rotom able to get the goal. And now we're tied at 2. Coming in for the Hilltoppers, Jethro Verjolo. Again, he's one of their leading scorers as he just now checks in for the first time. Pass up ahead, taken away by the Buffaloes. Scramble for the ball. Kicked over toward the middle, driving it. Zabek goes in the corner. Hartman challenges him there, and it goes out of bounds, and that will be a goal throw in for the Buffaloes. Nope, they're going to say a corner kick instead for St. Edwards. 2-2 game, 3 minutes left to play in this first half. So getting set. As driving this one up toward the goal, it's going to be knocked out by Asaf Kristall, as Bartek Zabek will get another opportunity. Zabek in the near corner on the north end. Again, the wind blowing from the southwest. This one's lobbed up, and that one's tipped out again, and nope, it's headed in by St. Edwards. So they head in a goal to take the 3-2 lead. Watch on the replay. This one is knocked back and it's just a header up there in the corner. In fact, I'm not even sure if anybody got it on it. I think it bounced down and hit the corner goalpost and bounced in. We'll see who they give the credit to. But another goal, as we've scored 5 goals in this first half. And St. Edwards leads this one 3-2. And they say it was on that corner kick, so they give the goal to Bartek Zabek as it bounced off the goalie, bounced up, and hit the back corner. So the Buffs control it with 1:38 left to play. Have it in the middle. Go up on the right side, trying to find Keaton Hartman. It's knocked away by St. Ed's. Taken back by Sam Scarth. Beck Adams had it for a moment. Now here's a pass up ahead. And St. Edwards kind of playing with abandonment here. They control it. Get it back to Zabek. His shots drive along the way as Asaf Kristall comes up and gets it. So he'll put this one in play with 55 seconds left to play in this first half. This one's kicked up toward the middle. .30 seconds. St. Edwards has it. They're at the midline. They're driving it over on the right side. It's taken away by the Buffaloes. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. 10 seconds left.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
And that'll be the last play of the half. And so St. Edwards will go into the halftime intermission with a 3-2 lead over the Buffaloes. I think on senior day, the Buffs are a bit shocked as they will make their way back to the locker room and hear the words of wisdom from head coach Butch Laufer, as he will have some instructions for the Buffaloes in this one. He, along with associate head coach James Crowder, Danny Oden, will kind of go through what happened in that first half, but nevertheless, Buffs trail at 3-2. We'll take a timeout. We'll do so. We'll be back with our halftime activities, but first this break on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
JT Cavender, Mechanical Engineering in Midlothian, Texas. I chose WT for football. Secondary choice, definitely engineering. That's definitely what I looked at next, and WT is a great engineering school. So some of the strengths of the engineering programs are being able to engage with the professors and be able to build a relationship with them. And then you have a great community behind you. And that's probably one of the strongest parts of Canyon and WT. And so it pushes me to be great.
I have always had a passion for sports. My purpose changed from being an athlete on the field to supporting other athletes during their athletic career. The athletic training program has given me opportunities to directly impact players on and off the court. Through my clinical hours, I have gained the knowledge and create rehab programs to help athletes play the sport they love. My efforts contribute towards getting players back in the game, and it is my mission to lead athletes to healthy lives. WT was my next step. Now I am fully equipped to helping athletes stay in the game through sports medicine.
My name is Jason Harris. I'm from Austin, Texas, and I'm a senior majoring in computer information systems with a minor in marketing. I know I always had to pursue a career in computers because that's where the world's going. I'm good at it. Why not? but I also have a passion for creating content with my camera. I love photography, videography, and eventually I want to start my own marketing firm. I also want to keep growing, gaining more knowledge, so that way I can actually pursue the career that I want. As far as my favorite professors here, I learned more about business, management, and all aspects of that from him than I've learned from anybody else. Best class I've ever taken in my life. He just gives me a perspective on the world that I never had before. And it made me realize that there's a lot more out there that I can do, and more out there that I still need to do and experience to become the person I want to be. WT special because I came as an engineer. I discovered my love for photography, and I was able to branch out into my love for business. And it all let me do that without any pressure or any criticism. And without that, I wouldn't be who I am right now.
I'm learning the skills I need to be successful right here, right now. I'm ready to conquer anything that comes my way, from job interviews to working with a team and selling my art. I'm ready to take charge. WT was my next step, and I am on the path to becoming a successful art director.
Realty is here to serve you and make your estate transaction a success.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Well, welcome back to the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M University. The Hilltoppers of St. Edwards lead this one 3-2 over the Buffaloes as the Buffs got their first goal at the 9:27 mark. Gabriel Navarez able to get one in with an assist from Sam Scarth. That made 1-0. Donovan McCarthy would answer back at the 28:51 mark. That tied it up at 1. Then Bartek Zabek able to drop one in to go up 2-1 for St. Edwards. Rotan Weiss would answer back for the Buffaloes just before the half to tie it up at 2. And then at the 42:38 mark on a corner kick, Barton Zabek again able to drop one in as he just had a big curve. And it was a high kick that Asaf Kristall could not control. And that one found the back corner for a 3-2 St. Edwards lead. As we look at our first half stats, shots, WT leads at 8-7. However, shots on goal, that's going to be St. Ed's up 6-4 on that one. Saves, 2 for St. Ed's, 3 for the Buffaloes. Fouls, 4 for the Hilltoppers, 6 for the Buffaloes. Corner kicks, 3 for St. Edwards and 1 for the Buffaloes. And then offsides, 2 for WT, none for the Hilltoppers. That's where we stand here at the half, 3-2 with St. Edwards in the lead. And again, St. Ed's, of course, looking for their first win of the season as they come into this one trying to just find kind of the offense that they've been looking for with all these freshmen in this reinvigorated program that, again, went dark in 2020, then came back here this summer. And, again, as they come into this one with that 0-10-5 record, 0-5-3 in LSC play. And as we look at the conference right now, they sit at the bottom of the conference, so they know this for them is one of the last games they will be playing this season. And, again, playing with kind of abandonment, reckless abandonment as they lead this one 3-2. The Buffaloes, of course, wanting desperately to win this one so they can get a first-round bye in the LSC tournament. They have a 4-2-2 conference record and 7-4-4 overall. And so, again, that's what kind of the Buffs are playing for, is that first round bye before they head over to Wichita Falls. Well, we'll take another timeout. We'll do so, and we'll come back to the pitch. Right now, our score at the half, St. Edwards leads WT 3-2. We're back after this on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Need more business? Choice Media is your local outdoor advertising solution, helping businesses grow since 1992. After 31 years of business, Choice Media has both static and digital billboards throughout Texas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. Billboards are the best choice when trying to grow clientele or promoting brand awareness. Contact Choice Media, your local advertising company, at 806-352-6585 to speak with a billboard expert today. That's 806-352-6585.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
That egg producers don't quit at 5 p.m. We don't quit until the job's done either. Bankers' hours don't apply at First United Bank because we believe egg lending isn't a 9-to-5 job. While you're out working the fields or managing the herd, we're making sure your money is working too. Whether it's for livestock, land, or equipment, we're one of the most dominant egg lenders in the state and have been burning the midnight oil since 1907. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
Well, again, welcome back as we get set for our second half action. The Buffaloes trail St. Edwards 3-2 here. Some other action going on around the LSC. In volleyball action, it is UT Tyler leading Arkansas Fort Smith. They won the first 28-26. Arkansas Fort Smith leads the second 24-14. Lady Buffs played over in Cameron, and they came away with a 3-0 win in that one today. Other soccer action getting set to get underway will be Dallas Baptist and Oklahoma Christian over in Oklahoma City as they get set for that one to get underway. And some other action that is taking place today. Texas A&M International and Lubbock Christian will be in battle in soccer in just a little bit. And St. Mary's and Midwestern, that's an important matchup too, because St. Mary's is trying to also, if they could, get some points and get a first-round bye, they would have to provide the upset there over Midwestern State. And then Eastern New Mexico hosting UT Tyler. So that's some of the action that is going on around the LSC. St. Edwards makes their way back out to the pitch. Buffaloes come out. Again, this is senior night. And the seniors for the Buffaloes this year, Brian Martinez, the 6-foot senior from Houston, Texas. And also for the Buffaloes, Sam Scarth. Scarth, the 5'11 senior from Liverpool, England, who had played earlier at Northeastern State, but been here the last couple of years for the Buffs. St. Edwards gets their final warm-ups in. Buffaloes out in the middle. They're ready to go for the second half. They'll be going from right to left as we look out on the pitch. So they will have the wind at their back, the wind out of the southwest at about 15. So that'll be behind the Buffaloes as they get set. All we're waiting on is the officials, and they finally make their way out here to the pitch. So we're about set for the second half to get underway. Again, for the Buffaloes, they need a tie or a win, and they secure the number 2 spot in the Lone Star Conference outright. If they don't get that, then a couple other things can happen, and so we'll see how the other results manifest themselves here this evening. But again, for the Buffaloes, right now they trail 3-2. And the Buffalo goals came from Gabriel Navarez at the 9:27 mark, Rotan Weiss at the 40-minute mark, and for St. Edwards, Donovan McCarthy at the 28:51, and then 2 goals for Bartek Zabek. Zabek able to get 1, tie things up at 2, and then a corner kick that went in just before the end of the first half. St. Edwards will put this one in play. They'll be going from left to right. Again, the Buffaloes from right to left. Waiting for the official to check with his other counterparts, the side judges. They all say they're ready. The official blows his whistle. We are underway. St. Edwards, the Hilltoppers send it back to their goalie. And Kaleo Francis will knock this one out toward the midline. Trying to control it is Donovan McCarthy. Feeds it up on the right side and sliding tackle out of bounds, and that's not good. That is Gabriel Navarez. And he, on a sliding tackle, looked like his foot got caught on the turf. So the trainer's going to come out and check him out. Head coach Butch Lawfer already looking over there. He stands up and he says, I'm okay, so he's going to stay out there. I thought his cleat caught the turf, kind of twisted around, but Gabriel, the 5'10 sophomore from Gainesville, Texas, says he's okay and ready to go. So a throw in for St. Ed's. Getting set to throw this one in is Tim Hollenbeck. That's going to be knocked out again by Navarez. So another throw in for Hollenbeck. He slides down the line just a little bit further. From there you can kind of throw it up toward the goal. You saw Crystal positioning everybody. This one gets lobbed up. It's going to be headed out by the Buffs. And the Buffs control it. Calderon has it for WT. Takes it behind his back. Dribbles up on the near side. Feeds it up ahead. Trying to get it in the middle, and does. That's going to be taken away by St. Edwards. They control it, across the midline. Temperatures have dropped a little, but not much. But out there right now is Joaquin Maud with gloves on. So that's interesting for the 6'3 junior from Argentina. Probably a little cool. There's a shot that's way over the goal. So it'll be a goal kick for WT. And whistle blown. We got a player that kind of got, no, in fact, that is Maud, who got shaken up just a little bit, but he says he's okay. Crystal telling everybody to head up as he gets ready to put his foot into it. Just underway in the second half. 3-2, St. Edwards leads this one. And there's controlled by St. Ed. Sam Scarf knocks this one back. Buffalo's trying to advance on it. There's a foul called on So Tim Hollenbeck will put this in play. 6'2 freshman from Hutto, Texas. Official says we're ready to go. Now instead, it will be Jason Lyons who will put this one in play. Pressure applied by the Buffaloes. In right now, 2 for WT. Trevor Suggs is in the lineup. Scramble for the ball. Taken away by St. Edwards. Scramble still. Kick down on the right side. Theo Bennett will run this one and knock it out of bounds. So a throw in for St. Ed's. Again, they've been very aggressive in this one. So Hollenbeck will put this in play. Getting the Hilltoppers set up. Lobs it toward the goal. It's going to be headed out. Kicked out by the Buffaloes. That one comes up toward the midline. Buffaloes take it back the other way. Calderon tripped up, no call. Goes to Bex. Adams sends it back up to Calderon. Calderon tripped. Now we'll see what the officials say. That is going to be out of bounds. So that'll be a throw-in for the Hilltoppers. Hollenbeck will throw this one in. Fight for the ball. The Buffs control it. Keep it in bounds. Suggs has it. Drives it toward the middle. Try to get it to Bex. Taken away. St. Edwards has it. Buffs take it back the other way. Now St. Edwards controls it. Gets it across the line to Devaney. Devaney drives it down on the right side to McCarthy. McCarthy tries to bring it back toward the middle and does. Sends it toward the goal. Cristal comes up with it. Kicked up toward the middle. The Buffs control it. WT has it. Diune goes back to Bennett's. Kicks it across. Daniel Burton will bring this one up. Now feeds it up ahead to Adams, but taken away by the Hilltoppers. Adams has it. Crosses over in the middle. Suggs, triple team, has it taken away by St. Edwards. Back toward the middle. Now pass over on the near side to Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck will feed it up. Controlling it is McCarthy. He stumbles. Oh, foul called on WT. Carlos Hueto was going to put that in play, but instead this is going to be lobbed up. Diune knocks it away. Scramble for the ball. Diune controls it. Kicks it out on the near side. Sam Scarth has it. Goes back to Burton, who lobs this one up to Suggs. Scarth passes it over on the near side. Finds Navarez. Back to Scarth. Drives it up toward the middle. Pass over on the near side. Navarez has it knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. Diune goes back to Bennett's. Theo goes back to Cristal in goal. And Asoff will put his foot into it. Send that one. There's a header along the far sideline. Beck Adams gives chase, and that's kicked out by St. Edwards. So a throw-in for the Buffaloes. Hartman will throw this one in. Keaton lobs this up towards Suggs. Push from behind, no call. Suggs drives it in the middle. Suggs shot toward the middle to Adams. Oh, and it got tipped away. And they're going to say that's a goal kick. as Adams had an opportunity there. Got it toward the middle. Bex just couldn't get the right foot on it. Diune controls it. Again, this is senior recognition night. They were going to do it at the half, but they decided to do it after the game. And it's going to go out of bounds from Sam Scarth, though a throw in for St. Edwards. Played 8 minutes here in this second half. No score. 3-2. St. Edwards with the lead. And I say no score in this second half. Here's a shot toward the middle, knocked away by Theo Bennett. That'll be a corner kick for St. Edwards. So, man who's already got 2 goals, Bartek Zabek, freshman from Frisco, gets set to put this one in play. Zabek toward the goal. It's going to be knocked around and knocked out of bounds. This will be another corner kick for Zabek. Zabek will put it down. Again, toward the goal. It's going to be headed up, knocked away, still scrambled around in the goal. Buffs come out of it. Trying to drive it up ahead. Here's Bassett. Keaton Hartman drives it up ahead, trying to get it Rotom Weiss. No call on the play. And that's going to go out of bounds, and the Buffalo fans are not overly thrilled. And again, here's a pass over. Trying to get it, and there was a tug of the jersey, and that's what Rotom was asking about. Now the officials say they saw it, so St. Edwards gets a goal kick out of this. So here it is, put in play. Diune knocks that one away. Buffs. Navarez has it taken away. Or on the right side, trying to control it, is Maud. Joaquin has it taken away by the Buffaloes. Navarez will send it over on the right side to Scarth. He'll feed it up ahead. Weiss was trying to control it. Go back to Scarth. To Adams. Beck goes over on the right side. Weiss in the middle. Suggs goes back. Here it comes across to Diune. Diune goes back to Burton. Daniel feeds it up to Scarth. Back to Burton. Burton feeds it ahead. Trying to get it to Weiss. Come back on the near side as they go to Theo Bennett. Back over to Burton. Burton feeds it up ahead, knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a throw in for the Buffaloes. Keaton Hartman will throw this one in. Lobs it up ahead, trying to get it to Weiss, knocked out of bounds, another throw in for the Buffaloes. Harton. Steps back, and now we'll reassess as he gets set to throw this one in. Lobs it high up toward the goal. There's a header. Scramble, knocked away. And that one's going to be kicked back by Bennett. Header by St. Edwards. Buffs control it. Calderon feeds it up on the right side. Knocked away by St. Edwards and knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. Hartman gets set to put this in play. Comes to the back line to Bennett's. He'll come back to Asof Kristall, and they'll reset. Kristall will drive this one up ahead. It's going to be headed back by St. Edwards. at the midline. Pass up ahead. Kicked over on the far side of the pitch. Trying to drive this one up, and that's going to be in for a goal. Cristall came up, and he was outmaneuvered on the far side by Joaquin Maud. 6'3" junior gives the Hilltoppers a 4-2 lead over the Buffaloes. So that comes at the 57-41 mark as Joaquin.
Camera 1, can you go, or camera 1, go get on the goalie. Camera 2, go get on the goalie. My bad. Camera 2, go get on our goalie. Camera 2 ready. Camera 2.
Seeing some unusual play for the Buffaloes in this one today. So the Buffs will put this in play whenever the official says we're ready. Over on the near side, Diune goes back again, and that's not been a good play to go back toward the goalie as really and truly Suggs up ahead. A lot of contact. Suggs controls it, has it taken away. No call. The official says play on. Buffaloes have it. Here's a drive in the middle. Here's a shot, and that's just wide of the goal. It was Sam Scarth just putting his foot into it, trying to drive it past Francis, the goalie. Be a goal kick for St. Ed's. 31:49 left to play in this one, and St. Ed's has control of this one, 4-2. Buffaloes are stymied by the Hilltoppers. Scarth with a header. Taken away by the Hilltoppers over on the far side of the pitch. They control it. Taken back away. Scarth. Over on the right side to Weiss. Tom feeds it back. Over to Hartman. Keaton comes to the back line to Theo. Bennett's goes over to Burton. To Bennett's. Comes over to Diune. Diune passes up ahead. And Navarez has it knocked away. And that is going to go off the Buffaloes. So a throw in for St. Edwards. There's a lob in, headed back by the Buffaloes out of bounds. So that'll be another throw in for St. Edwards. Hollenbeck, right at the midline, gets set to put this one in play. Lobs it up ahead. Buffaloes control it. They kick it out. St. Ed's has it in the middle. They will reset it over to the far side to Fuller. Todd Fuller gives it up. Buff's taken away. Adams over to Scarth to Burton. Burton feeds it toward the middle. Calderon will drive this one up ahead. Looks to and finds Navarez. He'll lob it across the pitch, trying to go all the way over in the corner to Weiss, and that's going to go out of bounds. And again, just some unforced errors by the Buffaloes in this one. Coming up on 29 minutes left to play. They trail 4-2. Again, St. Ed's looking for their first win of the season. The Buffs giving them that opportunity here at the moment. Tipped up ahead to Suggs. Back to Scarth. Scarth passes it on the left side to Navarez. Back to the middle. Here's a shot that's knocked away. And that was Suggs. He just didn't get anything on that one. Nice job by Francis. Caleo able to drop that one. Prevent that from getting to the back of the net. Goes over on the far side. Reyes will bring it up. Pass up ahead. Buffaloes to Cristall, who will put this in play. A lot of contact, no call on that one. To Navarez. Goes back toward the middle. Finds Scarth. Senior looks. Will dribble up. Over to Calderon. Calderon will go back to Bennett's. Back to Calderon. Burton will drive this one up, trying to get it to Adams. Comes over to Diune. Diune has it taken away by Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck will drive that up, and that's going to be headed back by Hartman and knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for St. Edwards. A lot of subs getting set to come in at the next opportunity. For WT, Dylan Watson will come back in along with DeJounte Davis. Also coming in will be Mateo Landis as those guys make their way onto the pitch. Coming in for St. Edwards will be Martin Tellis and Jethro Volgelo. So throw in for St. Edwards over on the far side of the pitch. This one's knocked out of bounds, and that should be a buff throw in, and that will be the case. So lob up ahead to Mateo. Back to Davis, to Hartman. To Daniel Burtons. Burtons puts it in play. Mateo comes across over on the near side. Diune goes back toward the middle. Finds Landis. Back to Diune. He's tripped up. No call. That's offsides. No call. Buffs take it back the other way. Oh, my land, and that was a foul on Hollenbeck. Buffs put it in play. Dylan Watson drives it down. Kicks it in the corner. Back toward the middle. Buffs had it, and there's a push, no call. Calderon knocks it over on the right side, taken away by St. Ed's. Hilltoppers advance it. Buffs take it away. Scarth, back kick. Over on the near side to Watson. Watson across the pitch over to Davis. Davis will advance it for the Buffaloes. Here's a give back to Davis. Toward the middle, knocked away by St. Edwards. Here's another chance for the Buffaloes. They try to dribble in the middle, and it's taken away by the Hilltoppers. Calderon controls it. Goes back toward the middle. There's a trip. That's going to be a foul called on the Hilltoppers. And that's going against Jethro Vorgelo. Vorgelo, 5'8" freshman from Liberia. So it'll be a free kick for the Buffaloes. He marks where the wall can be set up. So Mateo will put this in play. Landis. Drives this one, and it's knocked away by Francis. He controls it. Buffs tried to follow through, but couldn't. Francis knocked that one down. Under 24 minutes left to play. 4-2, St. Edwards. Trying to pick up that first win of the season. Over on the near side, Hollenbeck has it. Again, these two played in September at the end, and it was a 1-1 tie. Pass by the Buffaloes. Going to lob this one up ahead. Watson controls it. Has it taken away by Hollenbeck. Daiune takes it back away the other way. Kicks it up toward the middle. It's going to be headed out by Hollenbeck. This one's going to be dribbling out. And now coming away with it is Jethro Borjolo. Borjolo dribbling through traffic. Taken away by the Buffs. Theo Bennett feeds it up ahead to Scarth. Scarth. Over to Hartman. Now to Daiune. Calderon across the pitch. Scarth. To Calderon. Watson has it knocked away, so Watson will throw this one in. Sub coming in for the Buffaloes will be Daniel Alviso, 5'5" junior from Austin. Comes in for Daiune. Also didn't mention that Brian Martinez is playing on the back line. Martinez, the senior from Houston. Foul called on St. Edwards. Ball put in play. There's a shot that's going to be over the top of the goal. And Sam Scarth tried to unload on that one. Still 4-2 lead for St. Edwards. 21:15 left to play in this matchup. The Hilltoppers trying to take as much time off the clock as they can, trying to pick up their first win of the season, and they'd love to do that against WT. Francis puts us in play. Headed back by the Buffaloes. Scramble in the middle. WT takes it away. Over to Theo Bennett. He goes across to Hartman. Keaton comes across to Martinez. Up ahead with it. Aviso. We're on the right side trying to get it to Davis. Taken away by the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers advance it up. And just guide through traffic, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds. Now Vizo knocks it out, so a corner kick for the Hilltoppers. So under 20 minutes left to play. 4-2, St. Edwards with the lead. Trying to put this one in play once again. Zabek drives this one toward the middle. Knocked away. We got a foul called in the box. So Asaf Kristall will put this in play for the Buffaloes. Tells everybody to clear out. So he gets set to put this in play. Drives this one over the midline. That's going to be kicked back and out of bounds, and that'll be a WT throw-in over there on the far sideline. Keaton Hartman will throw this one in. Lobs it up to Davis. Davis back toward the middle. That's going to be knocked out of bounds, so it'll be the Buffs driving it back toward the middle, taken away by St. Edwards. Pass over on the near side. Got an extra ball on the field. That stops the momentum. So let's see what the official says. He's going to allow St. Edwards to put this in play. Clock stopped with 18:42 left to play. That is an inadvertent ball that got kicked out onto the pitch, slowed everything up. Official says, let's go. And they put this one in play. It's going to be headed out by the Buffaloes. Calderon controls it. St. Edwards, man, they are playing aggressively in this one today. I'm pretty sure their coaching staff, Brian Young, said, let's play like we have nothing to lose, and that's how they're playing in this one. Of course, the Buffaloes have everything to lose. There's a foul, no call on the play. Official says to play on. Fans don't like it. Up on the near side, that's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a Buff throw-in. Buffs throw it in. Bennett goes to the middle. To Mateo or to Davis. Davis will drive it on the far side of the pitch. The sprint around the defender, knocks it toward the middle, trying to get it up to Navarez. It's knocked away. It's going to be headed back by the Buffaloes. Again, no call on the play. Buffs throw it in. Actually, he called a foul, and they played on. This one's going to go out of bounds, and that will be a Buff throw-in. Scarth has it. 17 minutes left to play. Scarth drives it over to Davis. It's going to be headed back. Davis will get it back to Hartman. Keaton comes across to Sam Scarth. Scarth goes back to Hartman. Feeds it in the middle. There's a pass to Watson. Dillon drives it toward the middle. It was going to be headed out by St. Edwards. Davis back over to Scarth. The Buffs are going to attack. They need to do so now. Pass knocked away by the Hilltoppers. Buffs take it back the other way. Hartman picks it over to Calderon. Over on the right side. Shot's blocked out of bounds, and that'll be a corner kick for the Buffaloes. A couple of subs coming in. Diune comes back in for WT. And also coming in, Joaquin Mott goes out. Coming back in, or I should say Joaquin Mott comes back in. Coming out is Jethro or Jolo. Toward the goal, controlled by the Buffs on the far side, back toward the middle. It's going to be headed out. Calderon sends it back. Diune over the near side to Bennett. Bennett tries to get it back, but it's taken away by St. Edwards as it goes back to their goalie. Back toward the middle. Huato kicks it up ahead. Nice feed as he got it up ahead to Devaney. Taken away by the Buffaloes. Davis drives it toward the middle. DeJounte comes back to Diune, back to Davis. Goes back to the back line. Scarth will reset it up over to Martinez. Over on the near side. Viezo goes to Calderon in the middle. Diune back to Calderon. Across the pitch it goes. It's going to be headed out as it didn't get all the way over. St. Edwards has it, but Buffs take it back at the midline. They feed it up ahead. Toward the middle. Watson to Calderon. Back to Watson. Watson dribbles around traffic. Got tripped up. No call. Cristal comes in, sends it up. Avisa Goes back to Martinez. Bryan to Diune. Try to get it up to Mateo. Taken away and kicked way out of bounds, or almost out of bounds. Now it goes back. The Buffs control it on the back line. They go back in goal. Cristal kicks it out. That's going to be a throw-in for St. Edwards. Some subs coming in. For the Buffaloes, Kelvin Arteaga comes back in for WT. Donovan McCarthy and Dean Rogenbauer come in for St. Edwards. And these scrappy freshmen have been playing hard in this one today for the Hilltoppers. They lead it 4-2 with 13 minutes left to play in this one. Throw in for the Hilltoppers over on the far side of the pitch. Goes out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick for the Buffaloes. 12:37 left to play. Martinez across the way. It's to Bennett. Back over to Martinez. Feeds it up ahead to Davis. Davis goes to the middle, taken away. Not a good pass. It's kind of what we've seen today. The Buffaloes just not real crisp. Arteaga across the way. Drive toward the middle. Give and go. Taken away by St. Ed's. Buffs control it. Go to Diune. Goes to the back line. Shot, and that's going to be taken away by Kaleo Francis. Knocked it up in the air and controls it. 11:44 left to play. 4-2. St. Edwards with the lead. Again, looking for that first win of the season. Buffalo's trying to avoid not being the second team in the LSC. That's kicked out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for the Hilltoppers. Hollenbeck gets set to throw this one in. Hollenbeck lives it up ahead. Taken away by the Buffs. Landis drives it toward the middle. There's a nice feed up ahead. Diune has it knocked out of bounds, and that is going to be a corner kick for the Buffaloes. Sam Scarth will go over. He'll put this one in play as the Buffs rotate. 10:40 left to play. Here's a shot. It's going to go over the top of the goal. Buffs control it. Oh, there's a block. They look like they had a kick, but blocked out by the Hilltoppers. This one's going to be lobbed up toward the goal, headed up, and that one's going to be knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick for the Hilltoppers. So as Kaleo Francis gets set to put this in play, 10 minutes left to play. In this contest, St. Edwards leads it 4-2. Buffs come away. And a foul called. That's going to be on WT, so free kick for the Hilltoppers. Got to stop the clock, so again, another delay for the Hilltoppers. Hey, we'd like to thank Kenny Dean, State Farm, for being a proud partner of WT Athletics. For great service and great rates, call Kenny Dean, State Farm. Hilltoppers put this one in play. Shot toward the goal, knocked away by the Buffaloes. It's going to be headed back by Hilltoppers. Toward the middle. Buffs take this one away. Drive this one up across the midline. But the Hilltoppers knock it back toward the midline. Sam Scarth controls it to Martinez. Over to Keaton Hartman. He drives it toward the middle. Mateo. A lot of contact, no call. Buffs converge it and then go back to the goalie, and Francis will drive this one out on the near side toward the middle. Buffs trying to take that one away. Scramble for the loose ball, kicked out of bounds. Should be a Buff throw in. And that will be the case. So getting set to throw this one in will be Daniel Alviso. To Hartman. His shot knocked away by the Hilltoppers. Toward the middle. Bod knocks it away. The Buffs control it to Davis. Davis behind the back. Dribbles up toward the middle. Shot. And that one is knocked away. The Buffs had an opportunity to kick it in. And that one was Mateo. It looked like he had an opportunity as Davis drives this toward the middle. Puts a shot on, knocked away, and Mateo comes up, but just too much mustard on the kick. Was tipped off by the goalie, so corner kick for the Buffaloes. 7:37 left to play. It's driven out to Davis. Davis back toward the middle, knocked away by St. Ed's. They pass it up ahead. And Calderon's going to be called for the trip. Slow to get up is Donovan McCarthy, so they stop the clock with 7:15 left to play. Trying to see if they pull a yellow card on that one. So the official working and waiting for McCarthy to stand up. I'd like to thank Amarillo National Bank for their support of WT Athletics. Amarillo National Bank, locally owned, family strong. Here to say, we'd also like to thank Jimmy Fincher Body Shop for their support. Equally skilled at repairing damages or customizing your vehicle, Jimmy Fincher is your top Amarillo Body Shop. And the Canyon Chamber of Commerce, proud partner of WT Athletics. Canyon Chamber works with local businesses to provide economic growth for the city of Canyon. Thank you for your continued support of WT Athletics. And it was a yellow card called on Kelvin Artiega. So now, getting set to put this one in play will be Fuller. So Todd Fuller kicks it down in the corner. Pressure, trying to drive it toward the middle, and that's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to be, they're calling a foul on WT on that. And had some subs, but according to Brian Young, he says play on. They don't need to make the sub. So a corner kick for St. Edwards. 6:34 left to play. 4-2. St. Edwards with the lead. This one's going to be kicked in the air. And that's going to be controlled by St. Edwards, taken away by the Buffs. They'll kick this one out. Diune controls it. Comes back to the right side, taken away by St. Edwards. And that one's going to be taken back away by the Buffaloes. Buffaloes trying to control it. We got a foul called on St. Edwards. Time taken. Now we're going to have a delay of game called, yellow card on St. Edwards. And that's going to go against Martin Tellis. Buffs put it in play. We're on the right side. You can imagine the Hilltoppers looking to pick up their first win. Would love to do it on the road. Leading the Buffaloes 4-2. Trip, no call. Hilltoppers take it back. Tellis has it. He's tripped up. No call. Buffs take it back the other way. Martinez comes up to Davis. Davis has it knocked out. No call. Buffs take it back the other way. Davis feeds it up to Diune. Diune goes to Scarth. Scarth. Oh, and there's a grab. And that's going to be a yellow card. Also on Joaquin Maude. Grabbed Scarth jersey. So it stops the clock with 5:03 left to play. Scarth will put this one in play. And he'll mark off the 10-foot barrier. Now he'll just mark it off as he's ready to go. So referee says, let's put this in play. Scarth drives this one up toward the middle. And it's headed in, but Francis comes up with a loose ball. Francis has played well in goal today, Kaleo. So bring this one out, take his time. 4:45 left to play. That's knocked out of bounds by the Buffaloes. Substitutes coming in for. So coming back in for the Hilltoppers will be Matthew Devaney. Also, Bartek Zabek will make his way back out. So the official says, let's set this one in play. Tim Hollenbeck will lob this one up. That's knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a WT throw in. I'll lob this one into Theo Bennett. Bennett's over to Cristal. Cristal will drive this one up across the midline. St. Edwards controls it. And all they're trying to do right now is run out this clock as they have a 4-2 lead over the Buffaloes, looking for their first win of the season. Goes out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for St. Edwards, they say. St. Edwards is going to take their time. 3:45 left to play. The Buffaloes. And there's going to be a foul, and that player, I think, just fell down for St. Ed's. That's Barton Zabek. So a free kick for Hilltoppers as the clock continues to run. Again, they're in the stall mode as they want to come away with a win. It's going to be knocked out by Watson. Buffs control it over to Scarth. Scarth comes over on the near side of Davis. Davis will bring it up. Takes it back over to Scarth. Sam goes across the pitch over to Watson. Watson will drive this one up ahead to Hartman. Keaton turns the corner, tries to move on a player. It's knocked off there. Back toward the middle. Scar's shot is going to be over the top of the goal. Had an opportunity and just, again, put it up too high. And Kaleo Francis, that's kind of been the theme for the Buffs. They've just kind of overshot the goal quite a bit in this one today. They have outshot St. Edwards 20-11. And shots on goal have outshot them 10-9, but they have not been able to find any kind of offensive rhythm today. Credit the Hilltoppers defense in this one. This one's kicked up toward the midline, controlled by Scarth. Scarth over on the near side of Davis. Davis has it taken away. That's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. Buffs get it in quickly. Arteaga to Martinez. Taken away by St. Ed's. 1:30 left to play. Up ahead. Buffs drive it toward the middle. Here's a give and go that St. Edward's takes it away. Buffs take it back the other way. Up over to Davis. Davis has it kicked out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for the Buffaloes. They get it in. Diune
in the second half.
over on the right side. Shot for Tiega. Goes to the back line to Martinez. Martinez drives this one up, and that is going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick with 43 seconds left. And the Hilltoppers sensing victory here, as they will take their time putting this in play. Clock stop with 39 seconds. So Francis puts this in play. Arteaga comes away with it. Diune feeds it up to Davis. Davis back to Diune. Davis trying to drive in the middle, push down, and there is going to be a foul called. Timeout taken. So foul called. The Buffs will get a kick here. Yellow card called on St. Edward's. Time stop with 20 seconds.
They're not going to go run and celebrate. They're going to come right back and start playing. Can I get camera 2 on the goalie talking about that?
So the official writes everything down. Right, make sure they're on the same page. So the Buffaloes will get a free kick in goal. So the Buffs will size this one up. Now we got some action. And pulling out a card on Keaton Hartman, I think. So a lot of pushing and shoving by the box. And so officials still writing everything down here. Still 20 seconds left to play. Be a free kick for the Buffaloes. Mateo Landis will put this one in play. Landis waiting for the official. Still a lot of jawing going on. Now out toward the middle of the pitch. That includes Donovan McCarthy. I think they've sent McCarthy. He comes all the way over. I thought they may have sent him out. All right, here we go. Mateo getting set to put this in play. Official blows his whistle. Here goes Mateo. And that's in for a goal. And so Mateo cuts the lead to 4-3. So 20 seconds left. Mateo cuts the lead to 1.
That goal was scored by your Buffs number 9, Mateo Londe.
So it'll be a kick for St. Edwards. 1 second did go off the clock. So St. Edwards will get set to put this in play. They lob this one up. Martinez. And that's going to be offsides called on. Here's a shot. And St. Edwards comes away with a 4-3 win in this one and pick up their first win of the year as they are able to beat the Buffaloes here at the pitch. So St. Edwards improves to 1-5-3 in LSC play and 1-10-5 overall, while the Buffaloes fall to 4-3-2 and 7-5-4 overall. And so Buffs get no points in this one. They stay at 14, so a lot depends on what happens with St. Mary's and Oklahoma Christian, as those two in action today too. If they pick up a win, they could tie the Buffaloes. I'm not sure if it goes to a tie-break system or not, but nevertheless, we'll wait to see on the outcome of those games as well. As we can tell you right now, after the first half, Dallas Baptist leads Oklahoma Christian 2-1. And the other ones, we have no updates on those as of yet. But again, the Buffaloes fall here today 4-3. We'll take a timeout. We'll do so and come back to the pitch. But first, this break on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
We live where wide open roads lead to wide open spaces, where life is lived a different kind of way. We believe that generosity should always be given, but loyalty can only be earned. Community is sacred. Integrity is learned. We believe in going the extra mile, whether it's time to work or it's time to play. But most important, we believe in doing the right thing, always.
I'm celebrating my 40th year in business this year. That's longer than any other GM dealer in the Texas Panhandle. At Greg Laird Buick GMC, my selling points remain the same. Our non-commissioned sales staff and my free lifetime powertrain warranty give you complete peace of mind. If that's not enough, now I'll give you $2,000 best price guarantee, and I'll still give you a free lifetime warranty. Why go anywhere else? I'm Greg Laird, and I personally guarantee you this will be the best buying experience you've ever had.
Well, welcome back to the pitch. Again, senior recognition night tonight as St. Edwards wins this one by a final of 4-3 as we look at our final statistics in this one tonight. For shots in this one, Buffalo's controlled at 21-11. Shots on goal, 11 for WT, 9 for St. Ed's. Saves, 8 for St. Edwards, and I believe it should be 5 for the Buffs, but we'll double-check with the official score on that. 12 fouls. No, actually, that is right. 8 saves to 4. Fouls, 12 for WT, 9 for St. Ed's. Corner kicks, 7 for St. Ed's, 3 for the Buffaloes. And then offsides, 2 for the Buffaloes, 1 for St. Ed's. They got that one right at the very end of this match. And again, senior recognition night as they set up to recognize the 2 seniors for the Buffaloes in this one today. Brian Martinez, the 6-foot senior from Houston, Texas, played at Notre Dame d'Amour. And then Sam Scarth, the 5'11 senior from Liverpool, England, played at Northeastern State before he came to WT, and he's been at WT for 2 years as the players line up in order to recognize the 2 seniors in this one today. And so waiting for everything to be set up for their senior recognition. And they have quite a few more pictures out there, so I'm not sure if they're recognizing a couple other seniors on this one. Oh, they are. Philip Liano, 5'9 senior from Beaumont. So we'll go down to the PA.
We would like to call to attention those members of our team who today are representing the Buffaloes here at the pitch. The Buffs are privileged to have 8 seniors finishing their home playing careers today. Each has contributed to the history and tradition of West Texas A&M during their time in Canton. We would like to honor their hard work and dedication at this time. The Buffs' first senior to be recognized tonight has appeared in 3 games with 1 start over 2 seasons. He has totaled 116 minutes during his time in the maroon and white. He registered his first win in goal for the Buffs on September 5th, 2021 against True Green. Today he's escorted by his girlfriend, Ophelia Hirsch. Please welcome number 0, Eric Perez.
So Eric Perez being recognized, although a junior classification. The goalkeeper is 6'1", from Dallas, Texas, played at Bryan Adams High School.
He has 62 appearances with 61 starts at WT and has scored 1 goal with 5 assists. Coming from his hometown of Houston, Texas, he's totaled 5,065 minutes. Today he's escorted by his parents, Maricela and Alfredo Martinez, and his girlfriend, Alejandra. Please welcome number 8, Brian Martinez.
And Brian Martinez, who got in the second half in this one, didn't start today. Usually does start as a defender, but got in the second half in this one today. Brian, a 6-foot senior from Houston, Texas, being escorted by his family as he makes his way out.
Our third senior has tallied a total of 2,603 minutes over 35 games as a midfielder with the Buffs, coming from Liverpool, England. He has 4 assists in his career at WT and was named 3rd team All-Conference last season. Today he's escorted by his mom, Jeannie Stark, girlfriend Mandy Stricker, and host parents Ginger and Mike Catherine. Please welcome number 11, Sam Scarth.
So the other senior, of course, started out there, the hard-nosed midfielder from Liverpool, England, played at Northeastern State before coming to WT to play the last few years. And that's Sam Scarth.
The next Buff we recognize today has appeared in 20 games as a midfielder over the last 4 years at WT, coming from his hometown, Las Cruces, New Mexico. He scored his first collegiate goal earlier this year in the Buffs' win over Adams State. Today he's escorted by his teammate, Lucas Charpentier. Please welcome number 14, Trevor Suggs.
Trevor Suggs listed as a junior because of eligibility. Trevor Suggs, a 6'3" midfielder from Las Cruces, New Mexico, played in Mayfield High School at the university for 4 years.
1,092 minutes as a defender with the Buffs, coming from Hobbs, New Mexico. For his 53 appearances, he has 26 starts. This season, he has 2 goals and 2 assists. He was named a Lone Star Conference Player of the Week. Today, he's escorted by his parents, Tammy and Gary Hartman. Please welcome number 15, Keaton Hartman.
So Keaton Hartman, 6-foot junior on the roster, but again, been here 4 years, from Hobbs, New Mexico, played at Hobbs High School. And he's being escorted by his parents.
Up next is a Buff that has appeared in 9 games with 2 starts at WT. He's added depth to the Buffs roster this season by providing valuable minutes in the back line. Over his time at WT, he's logged 234 minutes. Today, he's escorted by his parents, Gladys Ruiz and Jose Luis Diaz, along with his brother, Jose Luis. Please welcome number 24, Daniel Avizo.
Daniel Avizo also being recognized, the 5'5" defenseman, played at the end from Beaumont, Texas. From Austin, Texas. Aiken High School. Out there with his family and brother as well.
Next up is a senior from Beaumont, Texas. This senior has appeared 3 times in a Buff uniform after previously playing at South Dakota Mines. This midfielder has totaled 34 minutes while serving as one of the Buffs' leaders. Today he's escorted by Mary Leonio. Please welcome number 25, Philip Leonio.
Philip Liano being recognized, of course, in street clothes today because of an injury. Philip, 5'9" senior from Beaumont. Also played at South Dakota Mines before transferring here to WT. He's the 7th senior being recognized.
Today has appeared in 2 games with 1 start for WT. He's played 132 minutes in goal for the Maroon and White. During that time, he's converted 3 saves in his career, 16 shots faced. Today he's escorted by his mom, Lori Plaster. Please welcome number 36, Jacob Plaster.
Jacob Plaster, 5, the junior from Ferris, Texas, also a goalkeeper, being recognized today as he makes his way over for the senior recognition. So there are the 8 seniors being recognized for West Texas A&M. Again, Jacob Plaster getting the accolades and pictures taken as he makes his way over to join his senior teammates as the Buffs wrap up their regular season here today. As, again, the Buffaloes now kind of wait to see what happens as they finish Lone Star Conference play 4-3-2. They got 14 points on the season. They have lost their last 2, and so, again, they'll wait to see what happens for them as we get set for postseason play. And again, for the Buffaloes that are in second place right now, but it kind of awaits a couple other games. We'll see how those play out as well. Big thanks to our Thunder Vision crew for providing the pictures for this one today. The Buffaloes fall to St. Edwards, who gained their first win of the season as St. Edwards wins this one by a final of 4-3. I'm Bryce Sheets. Watch all your action that comes your way right here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.